let's begin on our backs. Lying down, your feet flat. Just feeling your entire spine on your yoga mat. Just begin by taking a nice inhale through the nose and then exhale out. Inhaling through your nose, filling up your lungs, and then exhale, letting it all out. Feeling your entire spine on your yoga mat. Let's do one more breath here. Fully exhale here. And then slowly bring those knees into your chest. And just take it side to side. Just massaging that lower back. Maybe you roll out your ankles here. Just releasing any tension. Breathing in through your nose. Big, deep cleansing breath. Exhale, let it out. And then let's extend one leg long. And then just bringing that knee into your chest, feeling that stretch. And then bringing both knees back to center. Taking it to the other side, using your breath as you move. And then coming back to center. Taking those arms out to a T, let's take both knees just to one side, it doesn't matter. Allowing those knees to drop, looking over the opposite shoulder. And then inhale back to center, letting those knees drop to the other side. Just feeling a nice little twist through the spine, opening up through the chest. And then inhale, come back to center. Let's plant our left leg on the ground, taking your right foot, flexing that right foot. On top of your left knee, bringing that leg into your chest. And then if that feels good, grab onto your thigh. And just holding it here, you want to bring this left thigh in towards your chest, taking that right knee away from your body. Breathing here. Feeling that stretch. Option, you can stay right here, or if you want to release your hands, palms up, take it to a nice little twist. So I'm keeping my right heel on my left knee and just looking over now my right shoulder. Breathing through. And then inhale, come back to center. And now just tap this left toe and then bring it back up. So tap the left toe, engage in your abdominal muscles, and then release. Bring both feet down and just take those knees side to side like windshield wipers. And now let's take it to the other side, planting that right foot, taking your left foot, flexing it on top of your right knee. So you're pressing that left knee away from your body as you lift up, grabbing onto that right thigh. Really feel your entire spine on your yoga mat, all the way from the crown of your head, all the way down. Can you bring this right leg closer to your chest as you press that left knee away? Option, you can stay right here, or you can take those arms out, nice and flat, keeping that back flat as you exhale, taking it to a nice little twist. So my left toes are touching the ground, and I'm looking over my left shoulder. You're going to feel this stretch right here. That outer glute, outer hip area. As you exhale, think about lengthening. Sending your breath to that tight spot. And then coming back to center. This time bringing, oh no, we forgot. Let's bring that right toe down. Almost forgot. Just adding a little bit of movement. Can you really press that lower back into the yoga mat? And just tap that toe. And now release. Bring both knees into your chest. Really, you can just shake it out right here. Feels really good on that lower back. And then grabbing onto your thighs, let's go ahead and rock it up. Cross crossing those ankles, we're gonna come up and over, right into a tabletop. So keeping those knees right underneath the shoulders, wrists right underneath. I'm sorry, these are your hips. Knees, hips, wrists, shoulders. Here we go. Let's do a cat-cow. We're gonna inhale, drop the belly, opening up the heart. Now as you exhale, rounding it up, one vertebrae at a time, chin to chest. So inhale, drop the belly. And now using that full exhale. Feeling that stretch between your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift open, and then exhale, round it up. And now just find this nice neutral spine. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see me. We're gonna take this left leg out to the side. So your left leg, so you're right here. So that left leg is out to the side. And then inhale, let's come on up. Making sure we have a straight line from that knee to that hip. Taking that arm out to the side. And then let's reach it up and over. And just breathe into that side body, into that front of the hip area. Inhale here. And now exhale, take it to the other side. So my right hand's gonna waterfall down and reach up and over now. Option, you can stay right here, or you can plant your right hand, come on up, and get a nice little quad stretch. Play with it, maybe try it. If it doesn't feel good, you can let it go. So I'm pressing my left foot into my left hand, and I'm really getting a stretch through that quad, through my shoulder. And then slowly release, coming back to that tabletop. And then just shake it out. Look over your left shoulder, look over your right shoulder. And then take those toes together, taking your knees out wide, come into a nice child's pose. So reaching those arms forward. It doesn't matter how low you come. Breathe into this stretch. Your arms are straight. Feel that stretch through your shoulder blades, just really lengthening your spine. And then slowly roll it up. Inhale, come back to that tabletop. We're gonna take it to the other side. So right leg comes out. I'm gonna turn and face you. Keeping that straight line from your knee to your hip, and then come on up. Open it up right here. And then let's reach over. Now feel what it feels like on this side of the body. Open it up. Breathe into these spaces, creating that length. And then inhale, bringing those arms to a T. As you exhale, waterfall that hand down and come on up. And then reach it forward. Now, yogi's choice. You can stay right here. This feels pretty amazing. Or reaching that arm up, grabbing that foot, putting it into your hand, and just feeling that nice stretch. Again, I love this stretch. I can feel it through my shoulder, through that quad. So as you exhale, breathe into those spaces that are tight, sending your breath to lengthen. One more breath. And then slowly release. Come on back up, finding that tabletop. And then just shake it out. Let's do that child's pose one more time. Toes come together, knees out wide. Reaching those arms forward, dropping the forehead. And then let's inhale. We're going to come forward. So I'm going to bring my knees back in alignment. And then I'm going to come all the way down. Now let's inhale. We're going to open it up. It's a cobra. And then exhale, melt it back down. One more time. Inhale, open up the chest. And then exhale, melt it back down. Keeping your forehead down. Taking your hands out to a T. So your palms are down on the ground. Let's go ahead and flex our right foot. Like you're going to push something up on the ceiling. And then we're going to inhale. I'm going to open it up. So this is my right foot. It's going to touch the ground. And I'm reaching my fingertips away. So you're really feeling a stretch in that left shoulder. You're opening up that shoulder. Your left leg stays straight. Your right toes are on the ground. Open up that chest. One more breath here. And then inhale, come back to center. Let's reset. Inhale, flexing this left foot now. Big inhale here. Exhale, take the left foot behind your body. Toes touch. So now you're opening up the right shoulder. So my palms are down. My fingertips are walking away. If you want to gently take that left knee away from your body, you'll feel that stretch on that shoulder that's on the ground, that chest muscle. And then come back to center. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Let's press it up and back, staying on your knees, dropping those arms, dropping your forehead, and just feeling that stretch through your shoulders. One more breath here. Now inhale, coming up to that tabletop. Exhale, come forward. This time bending your elbows, coming all the way down. And now inhale, open up, straightening those arms, upward facing dog. So I'm protecting my lower back. I'm not dumping here, I'm lifting my hips, opening the chest. And now can you curl your toes? Let's find our first downward facing dog. Pressing those hips up and back, pressing your heels down towards the earth. Maybe you pick up your hands and walk them towards your feet. Your body is an upward, upside down V. Feeling that length through the back of your legs, relaxing your neck, finding that length. Feel free to add any bend in your knees as you need. Taking one full breath here. And now as you exhale, slowly look up. We're going to walk up to our first forward fold. Planting our feet, we're going to inhale, halfway lift, finding that nice flat back, and then exhaling into a nice forward fold so my knees are bent. Now this time we're going to inhale, come all the way up, bringing your arms with you. As you exhale, give me a nice little back bend. And now inhale, arms come up, finding that mountain pose. Exhale, your left hand is going to come down. I'm just going to show you, and then reach over to the right. Now inhale, both arms come center. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Now inhale, both arms come up. As you exhale, swan dive back to that forward fold. Nice bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to that down dog. Let's take this left leg off the yoga mat right here, three-legged dog. Now can you slowly peel open this hip? So I'm bending my left knee, sending my left heel towards my glute. Notice the stretch on your right leg. Notice that left hip opening. Now inhale, we're going to shift it forward into a low lunge, dropping our right knee. Let's come on up, bringing those arms with you. Holding it here, really protecting that lower back. We're going to tuck that pelvis in, bending that front knee. Right, we're opening up this right hip. Inhale here. Now as you exhale, can you take your right hand to that left knee and open up that left arm, right? Opening up the chest while we're opening up that right hip flexor. Also getting a nice little twist through your midsection. Can you hold here another breath? Can you exhale, wring it out? Now inhale, bring both those arms up. As you exhale, finding your half splits. Nice hamstring stretch, pressing that left hip back. Right hip forward, so your hips are in a straight line. Now option, I like to move a little bit, but you can stay right here. Or you can inhale, come on up to that low lunge. And then exhale, pressing your hips back. Using that breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. let's bend this left leg, planting our right hand. So my right hand, my left are in the same line, and I'm just gonna peel open this arm. Open it up. This is a beautiful twist, but you're also getting a stretch right here on the outside of that left leg. Now let's open up our arms. Let's bring our left arm back and really open up through the chest. And then bring that arm forward and then take it back. Using that breath, inhale. Adding that shoulder mobility, open up through the chest. One more. And then framing this left foot. Looking forward, can you curl your right toes? You're gonna take this left leg back behind you. Open up that hip. And then finding your downward facing dog. Let's inhale into a plank. I'm gonna come to my knees, modification. Exhale, bending those elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, straighten your arms. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Bending your knees, hop it up to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose. Exhaling, back bend. Inhale, both arms come up. As you exhale, swan dive back into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, down dog. Let's do all that on the right side. Inhale, peel open that right hip. Take a moment. Evenly pressing your weight through both hands and your left leg as your right hip opens. And now slowly come on through, dropping your right foot, dropping that left knee. Now we're coming up on the right side. Take a minute. Again, protecting that lower back. We don't want to dump into it. It's nice and strong. We're opening up this hip flexor. Inhale here, exhale here. Relax your shoulders. Now let's take this left hand to our right knee, opening up the right arm. Nice little twist, really opening up that chest. Now inhale, arms come up. Exhale, pressing those hips back. Give me a nice hamstring stretch. Settle in here, squaring those hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Now I like to move and breathe, so here we go. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, pressing those hips back. Inhale. Exhale. Again, you don't have to move. You can stay right in your half splits. Inhale, using that breath. And then exhale, finding that length. Holding it here. I'm going to turn so you can see me better. Let's come up to the right side now. Planting your left hand, straight line. Let's take this arm and let's peel it open. Looking up towards the ceiling. It's like your rib cage is going to kiss your inner thigh of your right inner thigh. Now let's add some arms. Following that gaze, you're drawing a nice, big, beautiful circle. Using that breath from the bottom of your belly, big, deep, cleansing breath. Opening up that shoulder. Following that gaze. And then holding it here. Framing this right foot. Can you curl your left toes, taking this right leg back behind you, opening it up, and then finding your downward facing dog. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Let's inhale, come to that plank, on or off your knees. Exhale, chaturanga, bending your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, straightening those arms. As you exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. This time, stay here. Let's inhale, peel open this left leg. Inhale, come on through, low lunge. Drop the back knee. Inhale, arms come up. We're just doing it one time. This time, exhale into that twist. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, press it back, hamstring stretch. Inhale. Inhale, bend this left leg. Just come into this twist. Now plant your left hand, curling your right toes. Take this right leg back behind you, open it up. But now we're gonna float forward. We're gonna come into a pigeon. Taking your right knee right behind, left knee behind left wrist, wiggle that right leg back. Now look over your right shoulder, make sure that right leg is straight, and then look forward. This is a deep stretch. You can stay right here. Right, we're getting into that outer hip, outer glute area. But if you feel like you can come deeper, then start to bend your elbows. And breathe into this stretch. Relax your forehead. If you have the flexibility, if it feels good, you can come all the way down. I'm gonna stay right here. Again, maybe you bring your hands up. Use your breath. This is a deep stretch, especially when you have tight hips. Don't hold your breath. Option, if you feel like you want a little bit more, if you want to bend this back knee, we've been opening up this shoulder, we can reach for the back of that foot and just get that delicious stretch right here. Totally optional. Again, breathe into those muscles. And then release. Planting your hands. We're going to come on to this left hip. And we're going to swing this right leg up and over. And then we're going to extend our left leg long. So I'm going to take this as my left hand and I'm just going to hug it in right here. So notice my back is nice and straight. My right hand is lifting me up and I'm just hugging this right knee into my chest, just deepening this stretch. Looking over the shoulder. And then slowly release. We're gonna come out of it just like we came in. So taking this right leg back behind you, taking your left leg, opening it up. And then finding your downward facing dog. We gotta do all that on the right side. So here we go. Inhale, peel open your right leg. Inhale, come into that low lunge. Dropping your back knee. Come on up. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Open it up. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, pressing your hip back, finding that hamstring stretch. Inhale, bending your right knee as you peel open this right arm, coming into that lovely twist. Framing this right foot, curling your left toes. Take this right leg back behind you, open up your hip, and now come forward, taking this right knee right behind your right wrist, wiggling that left leg long. Now look over your left shoulder. Make sure that leg is straight behind you. And then come forward. Right now, take a moment. Settle into your full expression of this pose. This side might feel a little bit different. So using your breath, take your time. Maybe you come down onto your elbows on this side. Maybe you come all the way down to your hands. Maybe you come all the way up. Just stay here. Breathe into the stretch. Relax your face wherever you are. If you want to go a little bit deeper, if you want to bend this back knee, planting your right hand, opening up through this left chest, grabbing the top of that foot, and then keeping those hips square. Breathing into this space, right? We have strong leg muscles that are tight, so use that breath. Find that spot, that edge where you can breathe into it. And then release out of that. Everybody come up onto your hands, curling those left toes as we, we have a seat on our hip, swing around. And then straightening this right leg. Sitting up nice and tall, let's hug this left knee in towards our chest. Notice how I'm sitting up nice and tall, looking over that shoulder. Just getting a nice stretch. And then slowly release. Sitting up nice and tall, bring both those feet together. I'm going to turn to face you. Just releasing that inner thighs. This can be a difficult posture too. If you find yourself like this, I want you to bring your feet out more. Sitting up nice and tall, right on those sit bones. And just open it up. Pushing those knees down towards the earth. One more breath here. And then slowly release. And then just roll it on down, bringing those knees in with you. And then hugging those knees into your chest. Feeling a nice squeeze. Big inhale here. And then as you exhale, release into your final relaxation pose. Taking your time here, take as long as you need. Finding that calm breath. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got a great stretch.